All right, so let's specifically talk about arithmetic sequences. An arithmetic sequence is a sequence in which the difference between terms is an addition or a subtraction. All right, and it's a fixed term. So there's a few key terminology or key constants, I guess. So Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1d, where a is the initial term. Where are we? We've got some definitions here somewhere. A is the first term. D is the difference between the successive terms. So it's whatever we're increasing by. Yeah. So let's have a look. So if we go to, so what have we got? We've got, if the 12th term of an arithmetic sequence is 9 and the 25th is 100, find the difference and blah, blah, blah. So T12 is equal to A plus n minus 1d, and that's equal to 9. The other one is T25, and that's equal to A plus 25 minus 1d, so just substituting in the n value, and that's equal to 100. So we end up with two equations here. I get A plus 11d is equal to 9. A plus 24d is equal to 100. If I subtract them to eliminate, I'm going to end up with 13d is equal to 91. So d is equal to 7. Substitute that into any one of them. So a plus 11d equals 9. What's that? A is equal to 9 minus 77, which is equal to negative 68. So therefore my initial term is negative 68, and we're counting by sevens. We're increasing by sevens. Find A and D, and hence find the 8th term. So therefore Tn is equal to negative 68 plus n minus 1 times d, which is 7. And T8 is equal to negative 68 plus 8 minus 1, which is 7, times 7, which is 49, which is negative 19. Okay? What about the next example? What have we got there? National Park has a series of huts along one of its mountain trails. Fair enough. The first hut is 5 kilometres from the start, so I've got the start. We travel 5 kilometres to a hut. The second is 8 kilometres from the start, so we added another 3. The third is 11 kilometres from the start, so we added another 3. Yeah. So we can sort of see there how far is the 6th hut. So let's call it, we'll call the terms. So we have the initial term is 8, and the difference is equal to 3. So Tn is equal to 8 plus n minus 1 times 3. Does it make sense? So the first hut, T1, n minus 1 is 0, is at 8. That's fair enough. T1 is 8. T2 is equal to 11. T3 is equal to 3 minus 1 is 2 times 6, 14. So it fits, doesn't it? That was a quick check, so that rule looks okay. So how far is the 6th hut? So is that right? So T1 is the first hut, T2 is the second, so T6 is equal to 8 plus 5 times 3, which is equal to 23 kilometres. How far from the 6th hut to the 12th hut? Well, let's just work out T12 then. Is 8 plus 5 times 12. Oops. Let's get that right. N minus 1 is 11 times 3, which is 41. So they must be 18 kilometres apart. How's that? So using 10. All right. So now we'll think about the arithmetic mean. So what is the mean? The mean is the average, isn't it? So I guess in terms of a little proof, what we're really saying is the mean of two numbers A and B is defined as A plus B on 2, isn't it? Okay, so if we have A, C and B, as consecutive numbers, then the difference between C and A is equal to the difference between B and C. Yeah. So now if I group my C's together, take the C across to the left hand side, I get 2C is equal to B plus A. C is equal to B plus A on 2. So in other words, the middle term is the mean of the other two terms. All right. So have a go at some of those examples there. What am I using? I'm using